Hey everybody, today I just want to review the principles of government with you. I want you to remember that federalism is when we share the powers of government between the United States and the states. For example, the United States government is in charge of the military, while the state governments are in charge of marriage laws. We've shared and we've divided the powers. Limited government basically just means that government has limits. Everybody must follow the rules. Doesn't matter who you are, if you live in this country, if you're in the government, you still have to follow the rules. Individual rights are your rights that can't be taken away. These are the ones that we find in our Bill of Rights. And then popular sovereignty is power to the people, meaning that ultimately in our government, people have the power. We show that power through the idea of republicanism, which is when we elect people to vote for us. That is republicanism. Checks and balances are put in place where one branch of government is going to check on another one to make sure it doesn't get too powerful. And separation of powers separates the government into three different branches. For example, separation of powers would be like me, Mr. Tucker, being a teacher and teaching y'all, and Mr. Harper being a principal and running the school. Our powers are separated. But my job is to make sure Mr. Harper I'm supposed to hold him accountable for him doing his job, while he holds me accountable and checks on me to make sure that I am doing my job. That would be an example of checks and balances. Then we have judicial review, which is a form of checks and balances. Judicial review is just when the judicial branch checks to make sure that the government is following the laws. Now today, you are going to move into the actual branches of government. I have uploaded into Schoology an assignment. It's a principle of branches of government assignment. Let me open it up real quick. Where all it is a chart. It's a little T-chart. Where it has your different branches, legislative, executive, and judicial. The Congress, House, President, and the Supreme Court. And what you're going to do is you're going to go down and you're just going to fill in the chart. How many members are in the House? How many are in the Senate? How many are in the office of the President? Hopefully you all know that's one. How many people are in the Supreme Court? You're just going to go through and we're going to figure out how you become president, what the requirements are to be in the Supreme Court or Congress. Now this right here is the most important. Two or more of the powers. So what do these branches do? If you have any questions, as always, just send me an email and I'll be happy to help you out.